or reality. Nearly 7,000 years ago, a cataclysmic flood was said to have nearly wiped out all animal life on Earth. But was Noah's Ark, the vessel of salvation, merely a legend? In 1959, a headline-grabbing discovery hinted that history might be exactly what Bible said. In the rugged terrains near Doğubayazıt, Turkey, explorers claimed to have found the remnants of what could be one of the most famous ships in human mythology, Noah's Ark. This discovery reignited a debate that has fascinated scholars, scientists, and the faithful alike for centuries. Is it really possible that the Ark, said to have saved Noah, his family, and pairs of every animal species from a catastrophic flood, has been resting on a mountain slope, waiting to be uncovered? The story of Noah's Ark is one of survival, divine intervention, and human resilience. Originating from the Bible's book of Genesis, it tells us about God's decision to flood the world, destroying all life because of humanity's sins. Only Noah, deemed righteous, his family, and the animals he saved were spared, all sheltered in a massive ark built on God's command. As intriguing as the story is, it's the supposed discovery of Noah's Ark that has captured the imagination of millions. The first notable claim of finding the Ark in modern times came from a 1960 expedition, publicized by Life magazine. An aerial photo taken during the expedition showed a structure resembling a ship's outline at an elevation of 7,000 feet on Mount Ararat. The world was abuzz with the possibility that the biblical Ark had finally been found. There are 5 main reasons why everyone thinks that this might be the Noah's Ark. 1. Shape. The formation possesses an elongated ship-like shape that immediately captures the imagination. From a distance, it could be mistaken for the remains of a massive ancient vessel. 2. Size. Similarity. Early measurements suggested the dimensions of the formation were roughly similar to those described for Noah's Ark in the Bible, specifically 300 cubits long and 50 cubits wide. This potential correlation raised the exciting possibility that a physical remnant of the biblical story had been discovered. 3. Metallic traces and internal patterns. The presence of what appeared to be metallic material in the formation, along with patterns within the rock, hinted that it was not completely natural. These details suggested the possibility of decayed remnants of an ancient, human-built structure, with metal parts and the remnants of internal rooms or compartments. 4. The anchor stones. The discovery of 11 large flat stones with holes in the surrounding region, each weighing between 4 and 10 tons, was a compelling detail. These stones could be interpreted as drogue stones, ancient anchors potentially used by a massive ship like the Ark. 5. Local legends. The area has a rich tradition of place names and stories evoking a great flood, a place of landing, and themes of pilgrimage. Some of these place names include Hero's Anchorage and Vowing Sacrifice. These cultural connections could create a sense of anticipation, making an unusual rock formation seem like a logical place for the Ark's remains to be found. Now, to an untrained eye, these might seem like enough evidence to believe this way the Noah's Ark, but we want concrete proof. And here are the scientific rebuttals to each of these 5 claims. Let's see, and you be the judge. 1. Shape. While visually interesting, the boat-like shape was ultimately determined to be a natural consequence of geological processes. The formation is a doubly plunging syncline, an eroded geological fold with a familiar curved shape. Size. Similarity. Closer analysis revealed that the measurements were less precise than initially thought. Furthermore, the cubit, an ancient unit of measurement used in the Bible, has no single standardized conversion to modern measurements. Different civilizations used cubits of varying lengths, and even within the same civilization, the cubit could differ depending on the context. This ambiguity makes it difficult to precisely compare the dimensions of the rock formation to the biblical description of the Ark. For example, some scholars estimate a cubit to be around 18 inches, while others suggest it could be as long as 21 inches. This range in cubit measurement translates to a significant difference in potential ark sizes, making it impossible to definitively match the formation's dimensions to the biblical description. Metallic traces and patterns. Microscopic analysis, a scientific technique that examines objects at a level invisible to the naked eye, revealed the metallic material to be weathered volcanic minerals. Specifically, the analysis identified limonite and magnetite. Limonite is a hydrated iron oxide mineral that can sometimes appear brown or reddish yellow, with a luster that may be mistaken for metal. Magnetite is an iron oxide mineral that is black and metallic in appearance. These minerals are commonly found in volcanic rocks, and their presence in the rock formation at Doğubayazıt is a natural consequence of the geological processes that formed the area. The patterns initially interpreted as structural remnants were also explained through microscopic examination. These patterns were found to be natural concentrations of the aforementioned minerals along stress fractures in the rock. Stress fractures are cracks or breaks in rock that form due to geological forces such as pressure or movement of the Earth's crust. Minerals dissolved in circulating water can be deposited within these fractures over time, creating linear or banded patterns that can resemble man-made structures. Anchor stones. Chemical analysis proved the stones were made from local volcanic rock, not the type of stone found in Mesopotamia, where the Ark was supposedly built. Their size and shape are more likely due to natural geological processes rather than intentional human crafting. Chemical analysis is a scientific technique used to identify the elemental composition of a material. In XRF analysis, scientists can determine the elemental makeup of the sample. Knowing the elemental composition of the anchor stones allowed scientists to compare them to rock formations in the surrounding area. This comparison revealed that the stones were composed of the same volcanic rock found throughout the region. Mesopotamia, on the other hand, has a very different geological history and is not known for this type of volcanic rock. This strong evidence suggests that the anchor stones originated locally, not from the distant land where the Ark is said to have been built. Shape and size can also be explained by natural processes. The stones are large and flat, but this doesn't necessarily indicate human intervention. Geological forces like erosion and weathering can break large rocks into flat slabs over time. Additionally, the natural process of fracturing can create holes within rocks. While these holes might resemble openings for tethering ropes, they are more likely the result of weathering and the breaking apart of the rock along natural lines of weakness. Folklore. While compelling, local legends and place names cannot be taken as literal evidence of the Ark's physical presence. Such stories can persist long after the events that inspired them, and their geographical correlation doesn't necessarily prove a direct connection. If you found this journey enlightening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the mysteries of our past and the wonders of our world. Together, let's keep the flame of curiosity burning bright.